Welcome back to B for Crypto and a happy new year. In this video we're going to find out what we could expect for Bitcoin and the overall crypto market. And yes, you might have recognized that I didn't upload a video for quite a while. Actually, the last time I uploaded a video was exactly here, and I predicted that we could expect the Santa rally. Yes, we saw this pump towards the upside all the way to the 100,000 US dollars, but then we saw this consolidation all the way back down to the range low. But what is really going to be important is that the price movement needs to consolidate to be stronger, and that is exactly what I've learned in the previous year, because what is really going to be important, that you're not going to be greedy and that you're not going to time the market, because it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. And most importantly guys, you also need to consolidate, and that's why I didn't upload a video for several of days, because just as the price movement of Bitcoin needs a consolidation to get stronger, I also needed a consolidation. And to really find out what is going to be important, guys, you need to focus on all the important stuff in your life, because yes, investing into crypto is going to be extremely important, but first of all guys, you need to stay true to yourself and have the correct mindset and to cherish what you already have to be successful in the crypto space. Because first of all, it is all about patience, staying strong, positive, having the right mindset, and to not try to outpace the market. Because yes, if you try to outpace the market during this dump towards the downside, where I told you that the most amount of pain is not going to be a major dump, no, it is going to be a sideways consolidation within this range. Because ultimately guys, we can see that major companies, nations and states are accumulating Bitcoin, and the adoption of Bitcoin has never been greater. Yes, we have seen some massive moves for Bitcoin in the previous cycles, but guys, we didn't have this major adoption from all the ETFs, major companies and even nations entering the market. So yes, if we're going to look at the cycle of Bitcoin, you're still extremely early to catch this last parabolic move towards the upside, and we're going to look at the price targets and the duration for the end of the bull market in this video, and we're also going to look at some altcoins. But first of all guys, if you want to trade all of these moves on the spot market or even trade it on the futures market, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin, where you don't need any KYC, and this is going to be important with all the regulations in the EU, with all the MiCA regulations. Guys, this is going to be an exchange where you don't need any KYC, and if you want to spend your crypto with a debit and Visa card, go down in the video description below and sign up to REDOTPAY, where you're going to get a virtual debit card with just $10. Yes guys, you heard me right, with only $10 you can spend your crypto with a virtual debit card with no monthly fees, and the transaction fees are extremely low. And yes, you can also apply for a physical card, which will only cost you $100 US once off, with no monthly fees and no strings attached, where you can spend your crypto globally guys. And this is going to be the major step where we're just going to cut off all the banks. So yes guys, if you want to get your virtual or even your physical card, go down in the video description below and let's go over to the charts. Because ultimately guys, yes, we got the Santa rally, what I told you in the previous video that we could expect, but we saw this consolidation all the way back down. And the reason for that is we had in the United States, in Canada and even Australia something that is called tax loss selling, where people are going to sell the investment that they invested all the way up here. They're going to sell in a loss because they don't want to pay these taxes, and after the 31st of December all these people are going to reaccumulate their investment. Yes, they made a slight loss on their portfolio, but most importantly, these people are going to sell to reaccumulate. They're just going to cut off these taxes, and this is why we saw this consolidation and the stump towards the downside. But what is really going to be important is that Bitcoin stayed in this overall range. On the daily chart, we can see that Bitcoin is perfectly forming this bullish range, because we can see, yes, Bitcoin had this major liquidity grab and the range low exactly at the levels of 90,300 US dollars, but we saw that the price movement exactly here formed the higher low exactly here. Yes, we broke the 50 moving average, but we can see that the price movement is once again above the 95,000 US dollars and exactly at the 13 moving average. And remember guys, if we're seeing that the price movement consolidates and holds above the 13 moving average being exactly here, we we can say that we are in a bullish trend, and as soon as the price movement breaks the 13 moving average, exactly as here, this is considered a bearish trend. So this means on the daily chart, if we're going to stay above the 13 moving average and even come above the 50 moving average, that we can say yes, we are in this bullish trend. So if this daily candle is going to close above the 13 moving average, I do expect a major breakout, yes, all the way to the previous all-time high. But remember guys, on the 20th of January, we're going to see that Donald Trump is going to enter the White House. So yes guys, this could be extremely bullish for the price movement of Bitcoin, but we can also see a sell the news event, a pump all the way to this date, and then a major dump or even a consolidation before we're going to see this next major breakout towards the upside. But keep in mind guys, we could also see a consolidation, and that the price movement is going to consolidate within this major range until this date before we're going to see this major breakout, because remember, the United States wants to turn Bitcoin into a strategic reserve. So yes, this could be the major catalyst where Bitcoin is going to break its previous all-time high, and that we're going to start with this major parabolic run. Because remember what I told you? Yes guys, we are exactly here, just before this next major parabolic breakout towards the upside. And if we're going to look at the previous cycles, yes, we had this bullish move from the halvening all the way to the all-time high, which lasted exactly 548 days. And if we're going to look at the previous cycle in the year 2020, we saw this parabolic breakout after the Bitcoin halvening. Here we had this major FOMO stage where the price movement once again after 153 days formed the all-time high. Then we saw the bear market, and now guys, we are exactly here. And if we're going to look at the end of the bull market predicted on the previous price movements in the previous cycles, we could expect that the end of the bull market is going to be around about October or even November. And this means that we could expect another 300 days, or even if you're going to take it conservative, where we're going to take some profits off the table, you have another 212 days until this market is going to reach a high. And yes guys, I made this prediction that the price movement is going to break out exactly here. I made this prediction that we're going to come all the way back up to the 100,000 US dollars, see a consolidation or even a pullback of 20%, because yes, I told you that we could expect a 20% correction during this bull market. But ultimately guys, at the moment I really do believe that we're not going to see a maximum pain, because yes, we've got nations, states and major companies accumulating Bitcoin, and a lot of people are going to sell, trying to reaccumulate at lower levels, but they're going to be stopped out. And yes, they're going to buy all the way up here, because remember, it is not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. So let's go on the lower time frames of Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, because this looks extremely bullish. We can see that the price movement of Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart once again broke the 13 moving average. And yes guys, I made this prediction on my free Telegram group. So yes guys, if you always want to stay ahead, because I posted this on the 30th of December, that I could expect that we're going to see a consolidation at this trend line, but ultimately form a double bottom, a continuation pattern, a W, see a breakout towards the upside. And this is exactly what happened guys. Yes, this worked out exactly as predicted. We can see that the price movement is once again above the 50 moving average. So ultimately, the next major resistance zone is going to be at the 200 and 100 moving average, in between the levels of 97,000 US dollars and 98,000. So if we're going to see the price movement of Bitcoin once again come all the way to the 200 moving average, we could expect this major breakout. And yes guys, the next major psychological level is going to be the 100,000 US dollars. And ultimately guys, this looks extremely bullish, because we saw this major consolidation, we didn't see a major dump during this holiday, and this is going to be extremely important. And that's why I told you all the way up here, you're not going to time the market. The only thing that you can do is either sit on your hands or reaccumulate in these accumulation stages, because remember, this is just a major manipulation to get all the weak hands out of the market, so that all these major institutions can load up the boat. Because what do they need? Yes, they need selling pressure to buy these huge amount of Bitcoin on the spot market, because ultimately guys, if you're not going to sell your Bitcoin to all these major companies, they can't accumulate. And what is this going to drive? Yes, the price movement. And that's why you need to hold on diamond hand, because patience is really going to be the key. Because if you want to be successful in the crypto space, you have to invest, and you have to ignore all the FUD all the negative news and all the FOMO, guys. You just have to accumulate with the right strategy and the right mindset, because ultimately, guys, we're just about to start this major parabolic run towards the upside. And let's go over to the total 3 market cap, because this is the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum. And we can see, yes guys, if we're going to get this major breakout and this continuation from around the 900 billion US dollars all the way to the target of around about 3 trillion that we could reach with the overall crypto market, this is going to be a 3x for the market cap of all the altcoins. This means you're at least going to make 300% on all of these altcoins, because yes, if we're just going to go back into the year 2020, where we saw that exactly in December 2020, we saw exactly this pattern. Yes, an indecision candle because of tax loss selling. And if we're going to look at the price movement and this candle exactly here, the December candle on the monthly chart for Bitcoin, this looks extremely similar, guys. And yes, once again, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And if we're going to get this major breakout, guys, now's the time to accumulate all of these altcoins, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink. These projects are going to explode. And if you want to find out which altcoin you need during this bull market, guys, you need to be subscribed to B4Crypto, smash up the like button and watch all of these previous videos where I tell you which portfolio is going to be important during this bull market, because we're going to see some major narratives, AI, gaming, meme coins get a major push towards the upside. And yes guys, we've looked at coins like Link. And yes, this looks ready to break out. I would enter exactly here. We can see that the price movement on the weekly chart saw a consolidation and a dump. And remember what I told you, you're not going to catch the bottom, because a lot of people might think that the price movement could come all the way back down. But no, the price movement is already turning around exactly within these levels. And if we're even going to look at Solana, we have looked at this major symmetrical triangle, and I told you this is a perfect retest from this downward sloping trend from the symmetrical triangle, which has a breakout target at $340. So ultimately, guys, I would trade this move. I would open a trade exactly here with a stop loss under this low and a take profit, guys, all the way at the levels of $550, because this move towards the upside is once again going to catch a lot of people off guard. So stay one step ahead, because ultimately, guys, this year is going to be extremely massive. We got a major adoption of crypto, a pro-crypto government with Donald Trump under its leadership, and yes guys, we're going to really kill it. So if you want to be one step ahead, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group, where I keep you up to date what is happening in the crypto market. And if you want to trade on a non-KYC exchange, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin, where you don't need any KYC and you receive a major deposit bonus if you sign up with my link. And if you want to spend your crypto, make sure to sign up to REDOTPAY, where you receive a $5 voucher with my link. And yes, a virtual card only costs $10. But most importantly, guys, make sure to be for crypto, smash up the like button and join my free Telegram group, because this year is going to be great. We're going to make some major profits. And if you want to copy all of my trades, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Signal group. But most importantly, be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.